I want to have a version that's like really sweet and like the cute little like schoolgirl version of her, and then like the unbridled, unparalleled rage. And I just try to kind of eliminate as much of the middle between those two as possible so that you really never know where she's going next. And that's been, just a joy. I'm just so happy about it. And no, I'm never sick of it ever.
My first question will be for Ashley, which is, I love that you're a writer on the show, and I know you directed an episode this season as well.
Yeah.
What's it like to have so much creative input on the direction of the show and then jump into scenes as an actor?
Man, it's so interesting because it's a weird mind shift. But it's also helpful to see how many other people on the show do it. I mean, Rob and David obviously are also EPs, and I find that you really do have not like a different personality, but you get like in different modes. Like I definitely have like an actor Ashley mode, a writer Ashley mode, and I guess a director Ashley mode now. And I see the same thing with David. Like I feel like David is so different on set than he is in a writer's room. They just use different parts of your brain. So it's really cool. I hope that I won't go senile because I'm having to like like pump different parts of my brain all the time working on the show, which is really cool.
Jessie, so Joe's intensity is obviously like next level. It kind of always has been. Is it a challenge ever to keep that up as, seasons progress while still exploring the human side of your character?
No, it's not. It's so fun. I love it so much. I mean, the high energy thing is really special. Like there are very few characters where you get to play this wild of a range of emotions and energies. And so it's kind of like, for me, I want to have a version that's like really sweet and like the cute little like schoolgirl version of her, and then like the unbridled, unparalleled rage. And I just try to kind of eliminate as much of the middle between those two as possible so that you really never know where she's going next. And that's been, just a joy. I'm just so happy about it. And no, I'm never sick of it ever.
But one of my favorite parts of the season is the way that Joe and Rachel and Poppy interact. What was it like, I guess, stretching back to the writer's room, like deciding to explore that and then as actors jumping in and making that happen?
I can't remember when that idea first came up. But I remember us talking about that trio. And even as a writer, I was like, what is that going to look like? It was just so interesting imagining those three women interacting. But then as we started to break it, and then Naomi Ekperigin, who's also Carol, wrote that episode, and seeing her script was just so funny. And I feel like at every stage, we get to plus things. And so actually getting in the room and getting to perform those scenes and getting to be with Charlotte and Jessie, it kind of blossomed into this great thing that like made so much sense. And to get to see the dynamics of these people that are wildly different interact on screen, it was just really, really fun. And I think it turned out well.
Yeah.
I really also love like the relationship triangle between Joe and David and Brad. What can audiences expect from this season now that Brad is back, in the office?
Something that I love that we play with is that we write them like jilted lovers, but there's absolutely no sexual chemistry or tension between any of them. So it's really fun when we like run into each other in hallways and there's like, oh, you're with him now, whole bits that we did last season. And there's a few of those moments. There's a moment where we watch Joe realize for the first time that Brad's back in the office, and that has some of that same kind of, it's in the same vein of like is her like ex in the room. And they just have so much history to play off of now. And so season 3, we kind of get to like go off the rails a little, and it's always a blast to get to work with those two, and the three of us together is just so fun.
That's awesome. I think that's all I've got for you. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.